Oh yeah. 나 왜 오늘따라 기분이 좋아. 나도 알아. 사랑이란 다른 종.
All right, welcome inside. A very special night, everybody. Thanks so much for joining us. This is my memories of Mo Gaba 5 years ago. Now, just as a technical confirmation, let me know in the comments that you can hear me, okay? Because we've had other issues in the past before on live streams where I just end up talking extemporaneously for like 20 or 30 minutes and nobody says anything to me in my ear because I don't have a producer. Nobody can tell me because I'm not looking at the comments, and that's where we run into issues. But I see the comments coming in that you guys can hear me, which is fantastic. And this is why I'm doing this tonight. 5 years ago today, December 2nd, 2020, was the dedication of Mo Gaba Way outside of M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore. And for those that don't know the story of Mo, Mo became, over the course of his short life, a Baltimore icon, a hero to everybody in the city. There's bobbleheads, there's Mo's Rose behind me, there's a Hall of Fame plaque at Camden Yards, and in the end zone of Baltimore Ravens games, where the Baltimore is lit up, M.O. is highlighted for Mo. He was everywhere. He is amazing. And it's just so cool to think back on those days. I want to play for you a piece that I did, okay? And this was a piece that I produced immediately after his dedication of that street. And then afterwards, we're going to talk about Mo, my relationship with him, little Q&A, and a very special guest as well. So why don't I play that for you right now? And you guys can gather around YouTube, gather around whatever it is that you are watching, gather around and make sure that you have loved ones near you, because the story of Mo is a special one and it's time to share it with everybody. Let's do that right about now. Let me do that right here.
We're heading to Baltimore. Tomorrow, my friend, Little Mo, is going to have a street named after him in downtown Baltimore.
I'm making this journey because, simply put, Mo Gaba is my hero. And how often do you get to share in something so intimate and impactful? Mo started calling my radio show when he was just 9 years old, and we had no idea he had been blind since he was 9 months old because of cancer of his retina. And we had no idea cancer kept popping up throughout his life, and that he kept beating it, and that it caused him to spend most of his life in a hospital. We just heard the laugh and the joy and the sports takes and loved him through the radio. So when I read about a Mo Gaba in Baltimore who was throwing out the first pitch at an Orioles game and sitting on the panel at their fan fest and invited to Ravens training camp, and realized this was my Mo, I could believe it, because he was a slice of magic on earth. But I couldn't believe that he was ravaged by cancer, because that joy, it poured over you like an avalanche every time he spoke. So when he graduated from 8th grade this summer and was ready to go to high school, and Baltimore threw him not one but 2 graduation parades, I was overwhelmed with gratitude that so many people cared like I did. But also because I figured this could be a precursor to a goodbye.
Recent scans have been so good, but he's made it this far. And I love him. And thanks, Little Mo, for being a hero. Little Mo reminds us all that no matter how hard you got it, there's no reason to be sad or give up or not keep fighting or not try to be the light. Because Little Mo, he's that every single day. And They had a parade for him, and I wish that I was there.
So I reached out to Jeremy Kahn, a fellow sports talk host in Baltimore that befriended Mo and his family, and asked if I could come down to visit Mo because the diagnosis wasn't good, and I just felt this driving force inside me to meet my hero before I didn't have that chance anymore. The day I spent with Mo in his bedroom and backyard will forever be one of the greatest moments of my life. And I asked Mo if I could do an interview with him because I really wanted to just pick at his infinitely wise 14-year-old brain. I just kind of wanted to learn about life from a teenager.
I'm going to just adjust your microphone a little bit so that it's close to your mouth.
Okay.
You're doing great.
Thanks.
Okay.
Test 1, 2. Test 1, 2, 3.
A few weeks later, Mo was no longer with us, and again, I didn't quite know what to do.
But little Mo taught me something that nobody else could, which is you get to choose your happiness. It doesn't choose you. You're allowed to have bad days. You're allowed to be angry. You're allowed to be sad. You're allowed to be in pain. But the bigger picture is you get to choose no matter what's in front of you.
So I hosted an Instagram live chat to toast to Mo and his life and his lessons. And the amount of people, listeners and friends and colleagues that joined me that night was more proof Mo unites us and inspires us all, even from the clouds.
Thank you, everybody, for being with us. And it meant a lot for me personally because I can't really quite do this alone without you guys. Cheers, little Mo. We love you. Thanks for blessing us. To many, many more years of celebrating Mo Gaba.
I looked up the day that he passed away, and like so many others witnessed that night, a sunset of ravens purple and orioles orange exploded in the sky, like Mo's personal fireworks show. And this was 4 hours away in New York.
And there was this cloud right above my house that was just lit up bright orange. And immediately, kind of this wave of sobbing passed through me, and I just looked up and said, Mo's always going to be here. Everywhere I look, I'm going to see Mo. I know it. Because little Mo, what he taught me and what he taught us is within us forever.
So I had to be at that dedication of Mo Gaba Way.
This little kid would call up, middle of the night. He just had this unbelievable personality. It's remarkable for any human life to have touched that many people and had this impact. But if you knew little Mo, you knew he had this in him.
You're comfortable just going on the radio and grabbing the microphone?
Yeah. I like speaking into the microphone.
You must have felt good to have those parades, huh?
Yeah, I felt pretty special having those parades because I didn't know that many people would come out to support me.
And when I showed up that day, what many would think was this kind of devastatingly painful situation, little Mo was again light and love and laughter.
So when you used to call my show, you used to call the show at night, sometimes in the middle of the night.
Yeah.
Now, did your mom know you were calling my show?
She did not know a thing. Like, she would be at work, and then all of a sudden, she would probably get like a text message, and it would say like, I just heard your son on the radio. How does he know all this stuff? I was excited to be on there, and I would always ask for a beam up. That's the fun part, being beamed up to the mothership. Yeah.
Here we are, outside of Baltimore's Camden Yards, just down the street from where Mo Gaba Way is going to be dedicated today. I am so excited. A place where little Mo threw a first pitch You know, this year has been difficult for a lot of people, so it feels like we need Mo and Mo's spirit more than ever. And how perfect is it that it's going to be just down the block from both Camden Yards and M&T Bank Stadium, home of the Orioles and Ravens, Mo's two favorite teams, so that he can look over his two favorite teams from upstairs.
Everybody loves you so much. Why do you think everybody loves you so much?
I think it's just because of my attitude. I always stay positive.
Do you have to try to stay positive, or are you just naturally a positive guy?
I try to stay as positive as I can, because sometimes I'm not as positive as I usually am. So it's not that hard just to think positive.
How'd you learn that?
It just came to me. I guess I just thought about it myself and just think positive and everything will be fine.
You're right. I love that you have such a positive attitude. I think that they learn a lot of lessons from you.
Some people might say I'm an inspiration to them.
What do you think about that when people say that?
I feel really special when they say stuff like that, because I don't feel like I'm actually inspiring them, but at the same time, I know what they're talking about.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the day where we're going to pay tribute to Mo Gaba and his family and friends. This is from the Governor of the State of Maryland on Mo Gaba Way Day, December 2nd, 2020. Whereas, today truly is a day for giving thanks for the life and courageous spirit of Mo Gaba, an inspiring young hero, loving family, friends, and fellow sportsmen greatly admired his tremendous courage, achievements, and unwavering positivity during his battle with cancer.
And we pray that every Baltimorean takes on the spirit of what Mo Strong is. It's not a hashtag. It's not a t-shirt. It's not a mask. It's a way of life. So, Baltimore, welcome to Mo Gaba Way.
Not only Mo Gaba Way, but this feels like Mo Gaba Day as well. I just want to thank everyone in Baltimore, because for the people that don't know, this started as a little grassroots thing where we were trying to get Mo a bed. I put out my Venmo and my PayPal. In a short period of time, I'd say about 10 days, we had 50 grand in there to try to help the family out. We had him a new bed. We were trying to get him, make him as happy as he could be, and try to get him everything that he wanted. And I just think this is a great way to carry on his legacy. So to all the people out there, the fans, the people that sent wonderful messages, that sent money, that sent all kinds of stuff, really just to help out the family. I appreciate you guys more than you'll ever know.
If you love one another, then it will be a better place.
Do you know that I love you?
Yeah.
All right. As long as you know that.
Yeah, I know that. A lot of people need to laugh every once in a while. Yeah, laughter is the best medicine.
A lot of people, after hearing diagnosis and prognosis is like that, kind of shut down. They kind of just, quote unquote, carry a tin cup. But he continued to live life to its fullest. And so I think that he can be an inspiration to anybody who may have received life's best shot, but continues to fight no matter what. And so that's what I think makes him special, is that a lot of people would tuck it in or pack it in, but he kept moving every day until the day he left this earth.
Your life has been hard? Would you say it's been amazing? Would you say it's been a little bit of both?
It's been a little bit of both, yeah. I say it's been a little bit of both because of all the treatments I've been going through. That's the hardest bit. But like all the people that support me, that's been the amazing part of it.
Well, what's amazing is that you are making them happy.
Yeah.
Could you believe that?
I don't know how I'm making them happy. I guess it's just because I'm happy, or maybe it's just my attitude that I always stay positive. I don't know how I make people happy, but I'm glad I'm doing it.
He had a glow to him, warmth and energy that just made you have hope in a world where hope seems so short. It was the laugh that it almost tattooed Mo on your brain, and it made you feel the joy, the light. That laugh, I'm telling you, sparks the light.
Anybody inspire you?
A lot of people inspire me, but mostly my mom, because she's been there for me all this time. It's been a long road that we've had, and she's just been there for me ever since it started.
Today was
nothing short of amazing. I mean, part of me I miss my son. I wish he was here to be a part of it, but knowing that he left what he left behind, I couldn't ask for anything more. It's unreal, the amount of people that he touched, and just from being himself, and being the loving, caring kid that he was. It's amazing what he did.
I just think people should know, if you stay positive, everything will be fine. You just eat, drink, and breathe positive thoughts. That's all you gotta do, and everything will be good. Not too much hate to the point where you're hating everything. Just enough hate so you just don't go crazy.
Like maybe you hate the Steelers.
Yeah. That's good. That is good. That's good.
It was amazing. It was really important to me to see this kind of go through and see the reaction that Sanzi had, Mo's mom, with everything that went down. That's what I was looking for. And now keeping that legacy alive and his memory, to me, is ultimately important. And I know for her, you can see how much it means to her. It started with that laugh, which draws you in. I mean, it's the most infectious laugh you could possibly imagine.
Oh, little Mo, like I said on the radio, you're my hero.
Alright, thanks. It's starting to really sink into me about how many people I've touched over the past couple years, and it's really crazy.
I mean, you got a radio station coming to your bedroom to do a radio show.
Yeah, and that's gonna be a lot of people who call in. The phone lines are gonna be packed.
You're going to have packed phones. You're going to have celebrities calling in, athletes calling in to your radio show for you.
Yeah.
A few weeks before we lost little Mo, Jeremy hosted a radio show from Mo's bedroom. Over an astounding 5.5 hours, listeners, athletes, and celebrities jammed the phone lines to tell Mo how much he meant to them. I was blessed to be one of those guests. Before the big Mo show, though, Mo asked for a moment of silence to honor his friend from the hospital who had died of cancer.
Think about the thing you want most in life, and then you finally get it. Are you willing to share that with somebody else right off the bat? And that's kind of what makes Mo special.
He's my hero, because nowadays everyone's emotions are catered to, so everyone's wondering what it's going to take to make them happy and satisfied. And Mo, he carried within his heart everything he ever needed. He had a light deep in his soul that simply could not be diminished, no matter what life threw at him. And he proved, despite the very worst circumstances, that everyone has that light if only we'd stop and think about how to turn it on and then leave it on. We could all be Mo. You see, Mo affects me every single day. Just on this trip, filming this episode, I left my microphone back in the hotel. My Steadicam wasn't working, and a bank truck rolled up to my spot and rumbled as it stayed parked for 20 minutes, ruining the audio of this shot. But I remembered, don't get frustrated. Look at the bright side. It's all going to be good. And it was. The voices in the media don't help us today. They foster frustration and resentment and complaining. And maybe I've done that too. So I've changed my show. Every week, we have a momentous Monday story of inspiration in sports. We have a production piece that airs every single day with Mo's laugh. And every morning, I make sure I say, I'm happy to be here, because I am.
So what's some of the hardest parts about it?
You know, those people who are just like in the streets, like they just like hate everything, and I feel like people can change. I just wish people like that. People like the hateful people could change their ways and be more loving.
Yeah. How do you think we can teach hateful people to be more loving?
Just love one another, and like love your kids, love your family. Just love everything, and try not to have too much hate to the point where you're not getting so angry you want to do something crazy or anything like that.
But you drove how long to come down and be a part of this? Like, he called into your show and he meant so much to you that now you're here with us, spending this day with us because he reached that far. And then hopefully this continues. More people see what Mo's about and he affects their lives in a positive way, because that's what he was about. He was all about positivity. I've said this so many times that we all look at our own lives and we say, okay, this is what's wrong with my life and I'm upset about this, and it really gets us down or affects us in a certain way. And then you look at Mo, and then Mo was so positive about everything. And hopefully that spreads a bunch of positivity, because I think it ultimately is important. It's easy to get down. It's hard to stay up.
From Baltimore to Beijing, they know about this little young man by the name of Mo Gaba. So it's a tremendous tribute and a story and a testament to dreams coming true.
Make every day great, appreciate everything, and I love that this 14-year-old boy who was blind could see without seeing. So open your heart and see with your heart. That was Mo.
It wasn't surprising today when it was a really cloudy, overcast day, and then about a half hour before the ceremony, the sun burst through. That's Mo. Pure sunshine. Today was a special day. Special to see the young man affect so many by just being himself. Mo's presence, his innate ability to be happy, connect with others, be appreciative, show gratitude, resonated with everybody. All of us who were touched by Mo needed Mo for different reasons at different times of our lives. For some, he helped put a lot of things in perspective. For some, he helped turn negatives into positives. For some, he just gave people hope. For some, they needed to learn how to laugh. They needed somebody to laugh with. They needed belief or inspiration. I think about him every single day. I try to keep him in my heart. So Mo is forever going to be with me. And I can see myself coming to Camden Yards every single year on a special Mo day. If you wouldn't mind subscribing to this channel, I'd appreciate it. More videos as we embark upon a new season of NOMAD, my travel series. What better way to begin this season than with Mo? Subscribe by clicking on this button, and you'll get notifications on brand new episodes. Feel free to leave a comment below as well. For the spirit of Baltimore, little Mo. Benjo.
We lost a great one yesterday, but he's upstairs with a little bit more work to do. And he's smiling down today, laughing, and rooting on his Orioles and Ravens. And I love him very much.
You definitely play that. Yeah. I like that one.
Okay. The smartest thing I ever did was play that video. The dumbest thing I ever did was act like I was going to be able to keep it together to talk about the video afterwards. But thank you, everybody that watched that. That is the most important thing I'll ever create. I enjoy shooting and editing, audio mixing, content creation. That's what my YouTube channel is about. That's what my radio shows have always been about. But there will never be another project that moves me the same way that that one moved me 5 years ago. And I've gotten down to Camden Yards a couple of times, twice since then, not every year, like I said in that video. And I got to be better on that. But I'll tell you, Mo is literally with me every single day. I have this bobblehead in front of me right now that I keep on my shelf right next to me. And behind me, you'll see in that corner right there, that same painting that I had in that video.
just means a lot to a lot of people. And I'm real lucky because every year I go down to Baltimore for the Ed Block Courage Awards. And there they give out an award, the Mo Gaba Courage Award, to a room full of NFL players. You know, like, he was extraordinary. He was extraordinary. I promised, well, I didn't promise, but I asked one of the voices that you saw in that video, Priestley, who is a really popular radio presence in Baltimore, to join me tonight. And I couldn't send him the link to join me while that video was playing. So if you wouldn't mind just me taking a moment to send him the link, then I'm going to do that exactly right now. And by the way, thank you for pointing out that the microphone was picking up on the wrong channel, because I was able to figure that out during the video playing. So just a moment here, everybody. I don't know how I thought I was going to get through that without crying. You got some guts on you, DA. What'd you think? This was going to be easy? Of course not. What did you think? How could you be so silly? How could you be so idiotic? Come on. Hang on 1 second here. Let's see. There it is. All right. We should be good to go. So 5 years ago was that day that we dedicated that street. And it just goes to show you how little time you need on this planet to make a huge effect. But Mo was beyond extraordinary, you know, because who has ever met somebody who's been through so much trauma, difficulty, pain, treatment, illness, and yet come out of it every single day and was an incredible positive light? I mean, it's just unbelievable. And because he was such a positive light, he was recognized by that city, completely embraced. There's an end zone in an NFL stadium lit up with his name. There's a Hall of Fame plaque at a Major League Baseball stadium with his biography on it and his picture on it. And there's a street outside of these two stadiums named after this young man. The fact that he called my radio show and liked it is the greatest compliment I'll ever receive. And that was during the pandemic year, Mo's Rose, that a tremendous apparel company called Thread Level Midnight, tremendous name as well, created so that you could purchase that, donate, and then Mo was in the Ravens Stadium during Ravens games. Remember when you couldn't have real people back in 2020? So he touched everything and still does. And in that video, you saw popular radio host named Priestley, who I got to connect with when I went down there a couple of times, and we did a couple of different events. And I was at this street dedication, and then at a Mo Gaba Day at Camden Yards. And then, as I mentioned, I've been at the Ed Block Courage Awards as the MC the last couple of years as we give out the Mo Gaba Courage Award there. Again, full of a ballroom of NFL players and their families and front office people. And it's just extraordinary that his life lives so brightly, but kind of exactly what it should be, because he was that type of person. And Priestley joins me now here on the show. My man, how you doing?
DA, what's up?
What's up with you?
Dude, life is lifing. I am so enjoying this special for Mo. I got to tell you, I didn't realize it was the anniversary of Mo Gaba Way. Thank you.
Yeah, a couple of weeks ago, I was just going through some of my old files, some of my old videos, and I was like, you know what? I haven't seen the Mo video in a while, and I do a Mo Gaba laugh of the day every Sunday night on my YouTube show, and so he's always around, but I was like, let me watch this again, and then it popped. I was like, oh my goodness, the 5-year anniversary is coming up in 2 weeks. I'm like, I got to go live for this, and
and show the video. So yeah, it's been 5 years, and I don't know, does it feel like it's gone by in a snap, or does it feel like an eternity that we haven't had Mo around for 5 years?
I'd say it's a little bit of both. You know, it's been weird. And I don't know if you are aware of what happened to me down here in Baltimore back in March. So I personally have been embodying the Mo within me. For those who are watching and don't know, I was laid off from my radio show, the afternoon show on Mix 106.5. It was a large company thing, nothing personal. It was purely business, as they say in our business all the time. And, you know, I have been looking to the sky. I have been talking to Mo, and Mo has been assuring me it's all good. We don't stress out during the hard times. We find the light. We find the positivity. And right there, bro, they're coming. I mean, it's real. And you know, we all go through our challenges, but our guy, few have gone through challenges like Mo Gaba has gone through. Everybody is entitled to their chains, their struggles. But Mo helps me always to maintain perspective. And dude, never give up. I can't believe it's 5 years.
Yeah, well said. I know. I think about him constantly the same way. Every time I find myself getting frustrated, mad, in some type of blender emotionally, I'm like, whoa, dude, pull yourself out of this. What would Mo do? I think about it all the time. And sometimes I got to slap myself around because I start feeling guilty that I handled something so much poorly than, you know, a 12 or 13 or 14-year-old did. But that's a great lesson, though, in every day trying to keep that perspective. But, you know, you saw this, I think, even closer than I did. He called my radio show when he was 9, 10, 11 years old. So then I saw it from afar when I learned his story, because he never mentioned it in the air to me. He never even mentioned that he was, you know, going through everything that he did, or that he was a celebrity. I had to learn about it by reading it in the newspaper or clicking it online. I'm like, wait, is that our Mo? But you guys in Baltimore lived it and saw it on a daily basis. And so what was that like compared to those of us who kind of saw it from afar?
I actually was the blessed one. I was the first person to interview Mo, put him on the radio.
Wow.
And he was in third grade, bro. And
third grade. Wow.
Third grade, lying in the Johns Hopkins Children's Center, watching SpongeBob in his SpongeBob pajamas. I remember it like it was yesterday. And you're a New Yorker, aren't you, brother?
Yeah.
So am I. And so I had a little bit of a difficult time understanding the nurse. I want you to come meet Mel. I'm like, Mel? She's like, Mel. I was like, Mel? So when I first met him, I called him Mel. He was like, just laughed at me with that laugh. And we hit it off. And he was, I hate saying was, that hits. Because he still is a bright light inside of me and inside of Baltimore. Like, he is our beacon. But when I first met him, he just was so natural. And a third grader who was blinded by cancer and could watch SpongeBob, laugh alongside of it, and then when it was over, say, Priestley, I want to play you in some Xbox. And then proceed to kick my butt. And it's like, are you sure you're blind, bro? He had superpowers, brother. He really, really did. And I was blessed to be there pretty much from ground level. And I watched this meteoric rise. I would have him on the show with me and my afternoon co-host, Jen, and we would talk Hopkins and we would talk Mo. And we would play what we would call the big fat question. But then, like about a year later, my brother, your brother, Mr. Jeremy Kahn, comes rolling over into our studio. And he's like, you guys know Mo Gaba? Well, of course we know Mo. He was like, he's been on our show forever. And he is the sports aficionado. And I had no idea, because that was Mo. Mo was just being himself. And I'm not afraid to say it, brother, as a 51-year-old man, it is really hard to be yourself. Mo found that and showed me how to tap in to that inner power and just shed. Don't worry what people think. Don't worry what jerks may say. You know what you are. You know who you are. There were times, man, and you know me, I get down on myself and I feel low. And Mo would be like, Priestley, come on, and hype me up. And can I tell you, DA, I hear that in my voice. I don't know if you guys could see him, but he's back there. And this has been some hard times. Like, I was in a non-compete for 6 months, so I had to sit and I had to be invisible. And I'm not used to that. And I kept hearing Mo in my back head, never give up. Never give up. And I'll tell you, there's some weird stories because I have my dogs and we walk the dogs and we like to go on the paths. And I wouldn't say I'm a religious person by any stretch, but I certainly believe in the universe. And it's so odd how this same monarch butterfly finds me on my path. And I'm just like, hey, Mo. And dude, he is with us. I can't say how. I don't know. Again, I'm not that kind of a person, but I do believe. And that power is so important in today's world, brother.
I told a story in that video that knocked me over. And that was the day that he passed. I broke down and I went outside and I was just crying, sobbing, that ugly cry. I kind of gathered myself. I had to go outside. Couldn't stay inside. And I gathered myself. I looked above my house. It was about sunset. And there was 2 distinct different colors in the sky. One was this bright orange, this bright, almost blinding orange. It was orange and with tinges of black to it. Then above that was purple. And I said, I've never seen a sunset that had 2 different stratas in colors. And I was like, this is so crazy. It was a summer day, August. It was so crazy.
Yep, totally.
And I was like, oh my God, that's the Orioles and the Ravens colors. That is the most amazing. And so I took it and I was like, that's just extraordinary. That's kind of magical. And, the universe works in mysterious ways. And then, what did you know it? The Baltimore Sun, the newspaper down there, captures this amazing photograph at the Orioles game that night.
Dude, I think it was the Yankees. I think it was the Yankees photographer.
Oh, the Yankees photographer.
Because I believe they were playing in the Yankees that night.
But it was in Baltimore, right?
Correct.
It was in Baltimore. And so this sunset was almost identical to the one that I just put on photograph on that video and that I described in Baltimore. Now, the odds that a sunset is the same color in New York as it is in Baltimore, a 4-hour commute away, is virtually impossible. So what are the odds that I'm seeing the same exact thing and it's captured, and everybody in Baltimore will say that is the most spectacular sunset we've ever seen, and it happened on the night that he passed overhead of an Orioles game at Camden Yards.
And I have a painting of it right there. I'm trying to show.
And there it is. Yes. See up top, the Mo Strong.
Correct.
That sunset.
Yes.
Now, you don't have to be a religious person to believe that that is a mystical type of thing that is unexplainable by any type of scientific explanation. And it is just Mo. And that monarch butterfly and the sunset and all the things that, come through us over the last 5 years is absolutely him. It's not even a question. It is absolutely him. So when I came down to Camden Yards for that Mo Gaba induction day, it's amazing. I was shown a picture on a cell phone of one of his last texts, and it was, hey, this is the best podcast. And he said, he had that voice recognition to the phone for text, and it was my show. And somebody showed that to me, and I was like, oh my God, I just had to be there to see this text that had come through the year earlier or whatever. And so, it goes on and on and on. And he's just,
if I may,
he was an angel. Yeah.
He loved you. He would tell me about his buddy DA in New York all the time. And I got to be on DA's show, Priest. And dude, and it was overnights, right?
Yeah, we did overnights and then
Yeah.
evenings, and he
Yes.
would listen to both because he was up at those hours. He was
Dude,
either
he adored you.
That's
He did.
incredibly kind of you to say, and same. Obviously, we all adored Mo, and I wonder in Baltimore, do you still feel his presence all over the place because he is in the end zone of Ravens game? He does have a street named outside the stadiums everybody goes to. I mean, I got to imagine he's there all the time, huh?
He is. And it's really cool. And again, like I wear this all the time and I get stopped all the time. People are always just, we miss Mo. We love that laugh. It's always about the laugh.
Mhm.
However, we all here in Maryland have so much pride for that end zone, the Mo zone at M&T Bank Stadium. There was a moment where it looked like they didn't do it. And it was, I think, at the beginning of this season where they kind of did a throwback.
It was week 1, or one of those weeks. I know.
And it was almost like, do I have to shed my love of the Ravens? Like that's how heavy it was. But nope, it came back and they were like, no, Mo is here. And I believe Mo will be here forever.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I don't know how anybody could have a bigger impact in such a short amount of time. I remember when I learned that our Mo in Baltimore who called was the Mo that you guys were kind of celebrating down there. It was because it was at Orioles Fan Fest. And there was a Mo in Baltimore that was asking questions on the panel, and he was like so comfortable on the mic and he was making the guys laugh. And I said, oh my God, I know that voice. Oh my God, that's Mo in Baltimore. Oh my God. And I'm like, this guy is now the MC at 10 years old of Fan Fest for the Orioles.
Bro, and that's where I'm like, I felt this incredible talent in 3rd grade. He was never afraid to talk. He was never afraid to smile and laugh and share joy. It's a rare thing.
It's so incredibly rare, and it brought so many great people together. I mean, just by coming down to Baltimore and seeing you guys and getting connected to Jeremy and yourself and Sansi, and the list goes on and on, that inner sanctum of Mo's people, I just felt like, boy, my life is so much better because now I have this circle. I mean, somebody such as yourself, where I'm like, today I woke up, I said, we're going to do this Mo show. I got to have somebody to come on from Baltimore. I said, Priestley. And I haven't talked to you in a couple of years since I saw you at Camden. We've texted, but, we're DM'd. But I'm like, I got to get Priestley on. And like, that's that bond, that connection, that if Mo makes you feel something, the other person that was made to feel something by Mo, you now have a blood transfusion. You guys are family forever.
It's so unreal. That handshake, to be able to say we have held the hand of Mo Gaba. Few can know what that feels like. And I know you know what it feels like. I know what Coach Harbaugh talks about it all the time too. That Mo handshake. It bonds us all. It brings us together. We are family. And DA's right. Like, we have not talked, and I'm sorry, in a few years, because life gets crazy and the phone and the text go both ways. So I will own this, but you could ask my wife, who's not feeling very well, and she's upstairs right now. And I was at the dinner table and I looked, I'm like, oh. She's like, what's the matter? I said, DA just texted me and he's doing a special on Mo tonight in like 30 minutes. He wants me to be on it. I was like, I got to get a hat. So I wouldn't have missed this for the world. I would drop everything for you, my brother.
Well, back at you, man. And so glad you could hop on here. I know the audience is sending a bunch of messages, how much they've enjoyed this, and they love hearing from you and everything like that. And yeah, I'm always rooting for you. I know that it hasn't been an easy couple of months, but I'm so glad that you're channeling your inner Mo to get through it, man, because that'll will always float you in the right direction.
Never give up, friend. That's it. I mean, we all go through our highs, we go through our lows, and that's life. And Mo, he showed us how to do it with grace. Never give up.
Great way to put it, man. Thanks, dude. Have a great night. Have a great holiday season, and we'll be in touch, I'm sure.
Can't wait. Happy holidays and big hugs, brother.
Back at you. Priestley from Baltimore joining us here on the program. Just as a postscript to everything, because I'll let you go on with your night. I really do think about Mo constantly because it makes me be a better person. It makes me be a better dad, a better husband, a better employee, a better brother, a better son, a better everything. And this holiday season, we're kind of inundated by bad news because that's the way the media goes. That's the way social media's algorithm works. It's disappointing, but it is the reality. So you were kind of left to deal with that. And I just would say, when you feel strung out, when you feel depressed, when you feel emotionally taxed, when something goes wrong, think about Mo, and it really will help. Not only from the standpoint of, oh my God, I could have it so much worse, but also that there always is a way through. That Mo not only was a reminder of, boy, you think you got it bad? Nah, you don't got it bad at all. That's a good reminder. But also, when you do feel like that, and Mo gives you the license to do that, he says, there are days that are hard. There are things I don't like. You have to have a little bit of hate, but it's like, I hate the rival team, the Steelers. It's not like a big hate that consumes you. There are tools to work through that stuff, to work through those moments. And there is an out, there is a next level, there is a doorway that you can exit and get through it. And so I do use that a lot. And I encourage you to do so as well, because, there's a lot of things that pull us all in a lot of different hard directions. And we all do need somebody to help steer us. And I use Mo to do exactly that. Mo called our show in the middle of the night, and we did 2 to 6 a.m. Eastern time between 2013 and 2014. And then in 2015, we did 2.5 years in evenings between 6 and 10 p.m. Eastern time. And Mo would call the show regularly those years. And that was because, being blind, he was oftentimes awake in the middle of the night. And because of, his treatments or what have you, he was looking for entertainment at that time of the night. And the theater of the mind, the radio, was exactly that. And so, our show, which has always been kind of colorful and kooky and eccentric, etc., was able to kind of click in for his mind and his soul and his personality. And again, that's the greatest compliment you could ever pay me in my history of doing this, that he liked our show. But again, just another lesson. He called up as Mo in Baltimore, little Mo in Baltimore. And we didn't know why he was a young kid who was calling up in the middle of the night, because he never mentioned any part of his journey. It was just, I got sports takes, or I heard this on the show, I want to joke about it, or I want to poke fun at Mraz, or whatever. It was never, I'm sick, I can't sleep, I just went through chemo. Yeah, so again, just a reminder of, like, you don't have to focus on the negative. You can always approach everything from the positive. You could always approach everything from the thing that you love about it, and not the thing that you're kind of dealing with in the background or whatever. And, at the time, I'm like, boy, overnights are tough. No social life. I was single at the time. Can't sleep because at night I'm supposed to be up, and during the day I'm supposed to be sleeping, and I'm awake, and all these things. And what's the greater good there is that I was on the air at the time that Mo was looking for something to listen to. So it was another lesson in everything happens for a reason. You just kind of have to give it some time to materialize so that you get the bigger picture. And that doesn't happen very often quickly. It happens after long, long durations, but it will come into focus. It will all make sense at some point in time. So, I have reminders about him all over the place. And I got Mo's rose. I got Mo's bobblehead. I got Mo's painting. I got Mo's t-shirt. Be momentous. And he is with me, and he's with this show, and he's with what I do every single day. So if Mo touched you, fear not. I am his vehicle for the rest of my life. And if Mo helps remind you of the good stuff, especially this holiday season, keep them in mind. There's potentially different things you can purchase online, but also subscribe to the channel. And every Sunday night, we salute Mo with a laugh of the week. Something funny that happens in football, something funny that happens in sports, and we laugh about it with your little Mo laugh of the week. And so stick around, subscribe to the channel on YouTube. If you're on X or you're on Instagram Live, it's all the same social media handle at Damon Amendo. If you just need to see him, come watch any one of my videos. Every single one has that picture in the background. Every single video. So just watch any of my videos, and a quick reminder of how cool and special and extraordinary and magical and spiritual and mystical and everything that he was. I mean, he really was from a different place in the universe than Earth. And he just happened to come down here for 13 years to deliver the message, and then poof. And he's got other things to do, I'm sure. He's got a lot more to accomplish and do, I'm sure. And as Priestley says, he's also always with us. Somehow, some way, he is always with us. And a good way to put it, ethereal. He was of a different cellular code than all of us. And so I just feel incredibly blessed that I was able to connect with him and share his story and share his lessons and share his messages, because they are timeless and they are helpful and they are valuable beyond belief. So, yeah. I'm glad maybe you heard during the video me sniffling. I'm like, I don't know if that made it out to the airwaves, but if you heard it, that's what it was. And I'm glad we made it through. Happy Mo Gaba Way Dedication Day. 5 years later, we will continue burning the candle for Mo forever. And I love every single one of you that joined me tonight, because these things, when we talk about Mo, when I talk about Mo, I like to have a congregation here to share it with, because it makes me feel less alone after having lost him. So thanks for joining us tonight here on the show. I say that we lost him, but he's always here, right? Right. Okay. Happy holidays. Happy holidays. Please remain connected to this circle of wonderful people by subscribing to the YouTube channel. Jump in the chat. Meet everybody. Let them into your lives. They're wonderful people. The D-Aliens are top-notch, and you know that because they love Mo. So they are top-notch type of people. Appreciate you. Love you very much. We're going to get out of here, and I'll see you tomorrow morning, as always, on Mad Dog Sports Radio, Channel 82. DA and Babs, 6 until 9 a.m. Eastern Time on Mad Dog Sports Radio. Happy holidays. And on behalf of Mo Gaba, eat, drink, and breathe.